Your cat dropped a dead mouse at your feet this morning. You screamed, you were disgusted, you were maybe a little touched, you thought, "Aw, a gift." But here's the truth, your cat doesn't think you deserve a gift. Your cat thinks you're pathetic, and that dead mouse, that's not a present, that's a lesson. Cats are one of the most misunderstood creatures on the planet. We've lived with them for 10,000 years, we feed them, we shelter them, we make them their own Instagram accounts, and they still think we're completely useless. Today we're pulling back the curtain on what your cat actually thinks of you. Dead animals, stolen socks, midnight staring contests, all of it means something, and none of it is what you think. By the end of this video, you'll realize your cat has been quietly judging you this entire time. The worst part? They're probably right. The dead animal problem. Let's start with the dead animal. You wake up, stumble to the kitchen, and there it is. A dead bird, a mangled mouse. Half a lizard, just the half, because apparently the other half wasn't worth keeping. And your cat is sitting right next to it, staring, waiting for feedback. Most people assume this is a gift, a sign of love, an offering. That's the version that feels better. But science has a different explanation, and it's so much more insulting. Studies in animal behaviour reveal that when cats bring you dead prey, they are almost certainly not giving you a gift. They are teaching you how to eat. They're treating you like a kitten who doesn't know how to hunt yet. Here's how it works. In the wild, mother cats don't just bring kittens food, they bring prey in stages. First, already dead, so the kitten can smell and recognize it. Then, freshly killed, so the kitten can practice handling prey. Then, still alive, so the kitten can practice the actual kill. It's a curriculum, a full hunting school, and your cat has enrolled you in it. You've been a student this entire time. You just didn't know you were failing. What your cat actually thinks you are. Now here's the question that sounds simple but genuinely isn't. What does your cat think you are? Not who, what. Cats groom each other, headbutt each other, bring each other food, sleep pressed against each other, and they do all of those things to us. Dr. John Bradshaw, one of the world's leading cat behavior scientists, spent years studying how domestic cats perceive humans. His conclusion? Cats don't see us as owners, not as masters, not even really as humans. Behaviorally, cats treat humans as large, clumsy, hairless cats. That's it, you are a fellow cat. A terrible one, but still a cat. Think about the headbutt. When your cat rubs its face on your leg, that's called bunting. It's how cats bond with other cats they trust. You're not being adored, you're being catalogued, marked, filed under safe, familiar, mine. And when your cat brings you prey, same logic a cat uses with a younger, weaker group member who can't hunt. You are that member. You are the weakest cat in the house. Congratulations, the indoor cat substitution. Now what about indoor cats? The ones who live in apartments have never seen a mouse and think the most dangerous thing in the world is a vacuum cleaner. They can't bring you real prey. So what do? They improvise. Indoor cats begin bringing their owners substitute prey. Socks, hair ties, toy mice, crumpled paper, that one pen they stole off your desk 3 weeks ago. Same instinct, same motivation, same message. You need to eat. You are bad at surviving. Here, I found this sock. Please try to learn. Researchers confirm this pattern. Indoor cats redirect their hunting instinct onto household objects and gift them with the exact same behavioral cues as outdoor cats presenting real prey. Your cat drops a hair tie at your feet with the same energy a wild cat drops a freshly caught bird. Completely convinced they're saving your life, and the funniest part, the more you praise them, the more you say good kitty, the more they double down. Because in their mind, it's finally working. The big, clumsy, hairless cat is learning where you rank. Let's talk about where you actually rank in your cat's social world. In feral cat colonies, there's a clear structure. Dominant cats hunt for themselves. Subordinate cats rely on others. The ones who receive prey are the kittens, the elderly, the sick. The ones who can't take care of themselves. So when your cat brings you a mouse, they've assessed you. They've watched you stumble around the kitchen looking for coffee, seen you trip over the same rug 17 times, noticed that you can't even catch a fly when one gets inside, and they've made a decision. This one needs help. Your cat officially classified you as a dependent. Not out of cruelty, out of genuine concern, which is somehow both deeply insulting and incredibly wholesome at the same time. The hunting instinct has nothing to do with hunger. Here's something most people never realize. Your cat's instinct to hunt is completely separate from hunger. You can feed your cat the most premium, expensive, vet-approved food every single day, and they will still hunt if they get the chance. Because hunting and eating are processed in different parts of a cat's brain, the urge to hunt is triggered by movement and opportunity, not by an empty stomach. Studies estimate that free-roaming domestic cats kill between 1.3 and 4 billion birds every single year in the United States alone. Well-fed, pampered, beloved house pets, hunting anyway. So when your cat brings you prey, it's not because they think you're starving, it's because they hunted something. Their instinct fired, and you were the closest incompetent kitten available. You were just in the way. Now, the most insulting part, remember how mother cats bring prey in stages. Dead first, then recently killed, then alive. Some cats bring their owners live prey. A live mouse, a stunned bird, something still moving. And then they just look at you, because this is the advanced lesson, the final exam. They want you to practice the kill. They're standing there watching you completely lose your mind over a mouse running across the kitchen floor. And in their head, they are baffled. How does this creature survive? I have brought it a live mouse 7 times and it just screams and jumps on the counter. The cat is not being cruel. The cat is genuinely sincerely worried about your future. It is doing its best with very limited material. And that, somehow, is the most wholesome and most insulting thing in the entire animal kingdom. So here's the full picture. Your cat doesn't think you're their owner, doesn't see you as a master or provider. Your cat thinks you are a large, slow, bald, deeply uncoordinated cat who has somehow not starved to death yet. And they are genuinely impressed by that, by the way. They bring you dead things because they care. They bring you socks because they're trying. And somewhere in that tiny, ancient hunter's brain, they decided you are worth keeping alive, even if they have to do most of the work. So next time your cat drops something at your feet, don't be disgusted, be grateful. You have a tiny, judgmental, furry guardian angel who thinks you're terrible at life and loves you anyway? Honestly, same cat, same. Hit that like button if this changed how you see your cat forever. Subscribe for more mind-bending science hiding in everyday life. And go give your cat some food. They'll bring you something dead in return. It means they care.